Wow. Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Ball's free! On the ground! South Carolina deserves to have it, and they do!
Clowney just says, I'll take care of business right here. You give me this long.
And it's so sad. KKK.
What's going on, guys? It's Jadeveon back here for another video. You already know what time it is, man. And today I just want to go over Jadeveon Clowney and where I feel like he will land. And I do a lot of things. I'll go over his perfect fits. But yeah, guys, first of all, I just want to thank you guys for just supporting the channel and just supporting me on TikTok. Make sure you go follow me on TikTok. I make a lot of good content over there. And everyone from TikTok, just thank you and just keep supporting the channel. With that message, let's just get back into the video. Alright, so Jadeveon Clowney, you know, is still in the free agency market, and I feel like his value is just like way too high. He's skyrocketing. He wants like near quarterback like money. I understand that edge rusher is such an important position, but however, I don't think that he deserves that money. Honestly, I think that Jadeveon Clowney is a little overhyped because yes, he is huge. Yes, people do compare him, like Chase Young is compared to him, which I think is crazy. I mean, I think they're similar, but Jadeveon Clowney over the course of his career has not lived up to the draft grade and what people thought he was going to be out of the draft. However, he is not a bust. By no means is this guy a bust. He's definitely been productive throughout his NFL career, just not like the superstar type status, best NFL edge rusher in the league that everybody thought he was going to be coming out of the draft. Now, with Jadeveon, if I'm Jadeveon, I have to know my value in order to get placed on a good team and a great fit, because he's asking for way too much. And I feel like if you ask for way too much like Jadeveon is, he's not going to fall into that fit. He's going to just be looking just for money, and he's not going to fall into the best fit possible to either win a ring or just find success in the rest of his career. What Jadeveon Clowney is just trying to do is just get the money grab, to be honest. And it's kind of sickening, because if I'm Jadeveon, I'm chasing that ring, or I'm chasing just success so people can get that. Because some people do call him a bust, but I would just want that bad label off of me. And in Seattle, he did help out a little bit, but he's just not living up to what his draft grade was. And I just feel like he has the potential. The potential is there, but I just don't think he's lived up to it right now. Also, I am surprised that he declined the Browns' big offer. Now, by no means is this the old Browns. This Browns is has had a new culture change. They just hired their new GM, Andrew Berry. I'm a big fan of. They got Freddie Kitchens up out of there. They hired Kevin Stefanski. Baker's having a good offseason. They need some more edge rush. Imagine Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett off the edge. You know how much better Denzel Ward and the corners and the DBs will get? How much that would just make the entire defense with less time on the quarterback? That is honestly deadly. I'm surprised. And there's no way you could double team both of them. So I'm surprised that he did not accept that Browns offer. Now, I'm going to go over his perfect fits. I feel like these fits all fit him as far as success-wise and their cap space. I feel like they could offer him a good deal. Now, notice all these teams have not offered him. However, I feel like if they did offer him, or even if they did, if he went to this team, he would find success and a good paycheck. The first team is the Titans. Their head coach already came out and said that they've been in talks, but those talks have stopped recently, but they're actively trying to get back into talks. I think if Jadeveon Clowney would just join the Titans, that would be insane. That would be absolutely bonkers, because the Titans could really use a dominant edge rusher like Jadeveon. Yes, he is dominant. Despite him not living up to like any type of draft grade, he is very dominant. So I think he could come in to the Titans, who've already had last season a great playoff experience, just a great playoff run last season. Can come back, fire back with a better pass rush. That would be amazing for him. That would make Logan Ryan and Kevin Byard so much better. It would just make the whole defense way better, play way better, and put less of a load on the offense. The next team, I feel like the Panthers could really like make a splash with Jadeveon Clowney. They are a sleeper team. They are my sleeper team. You hear a lot about the Cardinals and the Denver Broncos next season. I think the Panthers are going to be what people think the Cardinals and the Denver Broncos are going to be. Yes, they hired Matt Rule. They got their new owner making decisions now. They got Cam out of there, one of the worst, most overhyped quarterbacks ever, I feel like. They got Ron Rivera up out of there just because he wasn't the new owner's guy. I feel like if Jadeveon Clowney goes to the Panthers, I feel like he can make an instant impact and just really find success over the next course of his career. However, I'm not sure about their cap space. Now, about the cap, you can always do things to work around the cap. You can release players, you can redo deals, re-sign deals, whatever you have to do. But if you just get Jadeveon Clowney in the building, I think that makes an instant impact on this new look Panthers defense. Now, the third perfect fit I have for Jadeveon Clowney, the new pass rusher that's still in free agency, I have him being a perfect fit on the Seahawks. I feel like he can come back, regain a little of that momentum, that little bit of that magic that he had last season, that he had with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks in that playoff run. I feel like he could benefit a lot from just being in the building again. And I know the Seahawks are trying to offer him. They're trying to get him back, maybe for like another season. I feel like the Seahawks can really benefit. And I feel like Jadeveon can benefit because he's in a familiar place. He knows the system. He doesn't really have to change much. He's not a new defensive coordinator. He's the same guy. So I feel like he was getting better. I feel like he was progressing as a player. So if he can come back on the Seahawks, that'll be nice. They always got Russell Wilson, so they're going to be a playoff contender. They got good players on defense, got good weapons on offense. They're a good team. I feel like what Jadeveon Clowney should shoot for is not the money, but the team. What team he's going to, because if he wants to be a successful player, not just a guy who grabs money like Albert Hainsworth, or not saying he's that type of player, but just like a money grabber, those are never like looked towards as one of the most elite players ever. They're looked towards as gold diggers, as you can say. And right now, Jadeveon Clowney is giving off that type of gold digger vibe. He's really not really into like the Browns. I mean, you could say they're not that great of a team, but I feel like they're really going to be something special next season. I really do, especially that new front office and the new coaching staff, and Baker coming back, and they still have Odell Jarvis. Myles Garrett on the other end, you can't block him, but I already explained that. If he can come back on the Seahawks, I feel like Jadeveon can really make a great impact on the Seahawks in their season, and he can have a great impact on himself because he'll just be making weight and just having a great experience on the Seahawks. I feel like it'll be really fun for him. And the fourth and final best perfect fit I have for Jadeveon Clowney is, a lot of people aren't talking about this team right now, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons had a disappointing year, but at the second half of the year, they kind of picked things up when they realized that their coach was on the hot seat about to get fired. So they saved their coach. They beat the 49ers. They looked pretty good in the second half of the season. Now, however, the first half of the season, they looked garbage. I mean, those DBs were terrible. It was so much wrong. Like, the line was playing bad. But I feel like if you add an edge rusher on this already Super Bowl contending type team, you can really have that edge as a team. And he can really benefit from being on a team like Atlanta. I feel like the culture is kind of different from what he's been used to. And South Carolina being a Gamecock, being a Seattle Seahawk or a Houston Texan. I feel like if he was an Atlanta Falcon, that would put a lot of more, like, there's a lot of more juice inside of his system, more swag on him. And I feel like he'll come with that more edge, like he'll be more motivated. I'm not sure about their cap, but just being Atlanta Falcon, I feel like the Falcons could really use that edge rush and they would benefit and just become way more successful. And I feel like that's really what the Falcons have needed. Outside of a corner, they've really needed an edge rusher. However, if I'm the Falcons, I am not overpaying for a Jadeveon Clowney. I am offering my offer and then leaving on the table. And if Jadeveon doesn't take that brilliant offer from a great team, a great fit, I think it's wraps. Honestly, I think the Titans and the Falcons, I would love to see them on. The Panthers and Seahawks are good fits. But the Falcons, I would love to see them on the Falcons. Panthers, they're an uprising team. Still not proven, but they're my dark horse sleeper. But the Falcons, I feel like, can really turn it up a notch next season. I feel like they can really do some damage if they have a Jadeveon Clowney rushing off the edge, sacking the quarterback. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you smash that sub button. I'm really trying to grow this channel. Really trying to get the support. Make sure you also go follow me on TikTok. A lot of my subscribers are from TikTok. I know that. I'm really trying to pump out these videos as fast as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed my Justin Herbert video. Did pretty well. I just uploaded my Deshaun Watson video like a few days ago. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I put a lot of work into it. And make sure you guys comment where... Alright, here's what I want you guys to comment. Where do you see Jadeveon Clowney going, and what do you think is the best fit for Jadeveon Clowney? Doesn't have to be, you could have a prediction, and where do you think he should go? Also, if you were Jadeveon Clowney, where would you go? What is the team that you would choose to go to? Because if I was Jadeveon Clowney, I'll go to the Vikings, bro. Like, not only is that my favorite team, but Jadeveon Clowney, if you're just coming off the edge with Neil Hunter, a rising star, both two rising stars, unproven so far, but had two great draft grades. I mean, what else can you add? I mean, it would especially help the Vikings corners to have a great pass rush like that. And just having a great defense just helps Kirk Cousins also. And something to lean back on. We don't know the situation with Dalvin Cook right now. If they're going to trade him, resign him. If he's just going to hold out the whole season, pull a Le'Veon Bell. We don't really know. But I feel like if he can just work something out with a good fit, instead of like taking a money grab with the team, like, I don't know, the Jets or the Jaguars, something like that, that would be bottom tier. That would be terrible for him. The Lions, people can say, I've heard the Lions a lot from people. I don't really see that. The Saints, I don't know if they have the salary cap. I've heard Patriots. I just think that's outlandish. I just heard some funny stuff from people. Chiefs is just not even realistic. They already got a great pass rush. Plus the Chiefs just, if I was the Chiefs, I'd just build up on those corners, to be honest. But yeah, man, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said